This morning, one young man, Alex Willard, will be appearing in court right about the same time as the Desmond's army is standing here, and his record will be dismissed, expunged, because he got accelerated rehabilitation. In a very quick story, I will tell you, he was with a young woman, they had a baby, and they adopted a dog, little Desmond. He then became violent towards his domestic partner, and she got a restraining order and left with their baby. And they brought Desmond back to the animal control facility. Well, he took it upon himself to go and adopt Desmond again. And within a year, he had tortured Desmond and finally ended up strangling him. Amazingly, that's what he tried to do to his girlfriend, was to strangle her. Desmond was kept in a bathroom, so in the necropsy, the contents of Desmond's stomach were toilet paper, plastic, bits of toothbrushes, anything that he could find. He was starving. He had multiple fractures to his skull and to his body. He had internal injuries. And yet, this young man received accelerated rehabilitation.
I truly support Desmond's Law, well, perhaps most obviously because I'm a huge animal lover and very passionate about advancing animal interests. But I really believe that this law could be really a win-win-win for our state's justice system, animals in our state, and for law students like myself. For our state's justice system, this would be great because it would aid in the enforcement of our animal cruelty laws, really at no charge to the state. Right now, as Representative Urban has pointed out, truly dangerous people are able to get away with these violent crimes because our state doesn't always have the resources to deal with them. And this really could change with Desmond's Law. Many law students like myself and even other attorneys are already expressing interest in serving as advocates and doing this for free. Second, Desmond's Law would be a win for animals in our state because it would give these victim animals a voice in court, and this could prevent re-victimization and also find safe placements for those animals who luckily make it out alive. And it could also serve as a precedent for other states, and hopefully they could follow our examples.
It's also important to note that I repeatedly get emails and calls and messages and pictures sent to me from thousands of people across the state asking for help in their town. In Hartford alone, just this week we had dogs dumped on train tracks, abused, dragged down the street. We know for a fact that our violent criminals here in Connecticut, incarcerated right now, started committing acts of violence to animals. We know that many women in domestic violence situations are afraid to leave because of their animal safety. These are facts. We know that many animal abuse offenders don't just abuse animals, but also humans, and we know that many children suffer under the hands of these animal abusers. This House Bill 6187, Desmond's Law, isn't just for Desmond. It's for future innocent animals who suffer unspeakable crimes, whose offenders will go unpunished and go on to commit heinous acts against people.
A very high percentage of abusers of animals move on to humans. By having Desmond's Law in place, this might be the start of stopping the cycle of violence. Alex Willard had already been arrested for choking his girlfriend and got away with it. My question is, what will it take to stop this?